Y'all know the deal. We on the road again. What's up, people? We got the green light. Let's get to it. Let's get to it. Let's go. Let's go. Hello, good morning, Duchess. Hello, good evening. Kumustaka. What's up, Dutch? You doing all right? Yeah. Nice to see you. Thank you for popping in. Hope you're doing good. Hope you're doing good. How's it going? No future. It's now or never. Future is such a funny thing, isn't it? Such a funny thing. You got so many people waiting on the future to come to them. Such a funny thing. It's such a odd little thing we do with ourselves, huh? Drive slow. I can't. I'm on a mission, yeah. And the camera sucks anyways. It's not like you can read any of these signs. I guess you could if I was driving slower, huh? Yeah, good morning. Good morning. Man, oh man. One day it's about to be. We're doing an early run over here. Hello, Rona. We're doing an early run over here because I'm trying to catch the bums on our property. I'm about to fist fight one of these fuckers at like 5 a.m. Yesterday I got one. It was like 5:30. What the fuck, you know? And it's not like he was over at the dumpster or, you know, just on the edge of the property or something. Homie was leaned up against the building, chilling, back corner of the property, you know, just chilling. Like, oh, the next thing I'm gonna do is go through that window. I ain't into that shit, bro. See, if he ain't there, there ain't no possibility that he's gonna do anything. So let's just eliminate risk rather than wait for shit to happen. So, there it is right over there. Not the bright one, but the next bright one. Yeah. And we're gonna see if his fuck ass is like standing out here or something. Bro. Where you at, son? Where you at? Alright, we might be alright. We might be okay. Hold on, I gotta turn it to read. Like and subscribe, everyone. Thank you. I live at the moment, nothing for the future. Yeah, that's real good. You know, I cannot tell you anything fruitful comes from that. I can't. I wish to relay that sounds good when it rolls off the tongue, and it's even a little fun. But I don't know that it gets shit done a month from now. You ever hear the term living check to check? You heard that before, I'm sure. The check to check business. Check to check. What's that gray right there? Something killer just bought my first house. Oh, hell yeah, dude. Hell yeah. And is that the house that you intend on living in, or is that a house that you intend to use as rental property? And congratulations, by the way. Congratulations. Either way, it's a congratulations. But specifically, what is your outcome with this house? And moreover, and because I know a thing or two about it, I will share a little bit of random information. You should probably go out and create an LLC. The LLC is based off of your credit anyway. The LLC should purchase the house, and you should live your life without fear that your house would be removed from your possession. How about that? How about that? How about that? That's why you do it under an LLC. See what I mean? And I know, worried about the future. That's something I do. I like to worry about the future, bro. So, if you're going to buy a house, straight up, one of the smartest things to do, not that there are not other smart things to do, but one of the smartest things to do is to build yourself an LLC and buy the house through the LLC. Every time, bro. Every time. Fantastic way to protect yourself and to protect your assets. Additionally, you rent the property back out to yourself at $1 increase per month. This way, the LLC doesn't actually take on any money, and it's hard to pay taxes when you don't take on money. So, you can get out of it for the cost of the LLC, which here in Texas is rather inexpensive. It's $250 to $500 a year. So it's rather affordable, up to $60 a month. Five kids, Dutch. 5. It ain't as hard as you're making it out to be, and it ain't that bad. 5 times 9 is 45. That's less than 4 years to produce legacy for a lifetime. Less than 4 years. It's 9 months prego times 5 kids is 45. All right, you're gonna need about a month off in between. About a month off in between, right? And then you need some like straight up recovery time at the end of all that. So you're gonna have to like hit the gym, all right, be running, all right. You got to get back down to your original self. That's what's so important about being a young mother. So important. Those youthful years are, the healthiest time of your life, As we get into our older years, some of our healthiness starts evaporating. Life Love Counter LLC. That's exactly right. Palestine is free. Saying that shit anymore is stupid. Just so you know. Just so you know, Trump did that also. Also, Trump did that. Nobody else did that, bro. You remember that? All right? Keep that in mind. Out there in Morocco, Trump did that. Not those desert fucks. Nobody next door. Vladimir Putin didn't pop up and do that. Nobody did that shit. Trump did that shit. Yeah, he did. Yeah, he did. So, game over on your Palestine stuff, okay? Don't say it anymore because it's already done. You can't keep protesting something that's already done. You see what I mean? That makes it kind of challenging, bro. Makes it kind of hard to call you serious. Yeah, hell yeah. Hell yeah. Duchess, I was really hoping to do that with one woman. But maybe I have to do 5 women. 5 baby mamas. I'm going to have to move to Montana. In Montana, you allowed to have more than one wife. Alright, so, here's the thing. I cannot afford 5 wives. I can't do it. So, what I can do is build one castle and put them all inside the one castle. See how, like, all of a sudden you can't afford, but really you can, right? Because, like, you're supposed to be, like, the support backbone there, right? And so, if that's the case, then everybody could just move to the castle and we could just all be married together. And then, like, the 5 mothers always have assistants too. Like, if you got to go out tonight, like, the other 4 mothers can step up. You see what I mean? It's a win-win for everybody. A win-win. Montana seems like a reasonable place sometimes. But to be real honest with you, I don't know if I could deal with 5 women. Yeah, I find it challenging to deal with one woman. I find there to be some challenge to that. It's a little weird. With a death wall next to me here. Death semi right there too. The death wall and the death semi. All at one time. One is enough. Yeah, to be honest with you, I was really just hoping for one lady that wanted to do all that. A legacy is crazy important. Dutch, I see it a little funny. All right, I got a funny point of view, maybe. Maybe it's not so funny. Maybe it's very accurate. But there are very few things in life that really matter. And so, one of the things that I'm going to tell you is that, if you do not procreate, if you do not have children, then it was just 90 years here, bro. It was just 90 years here, bro. You're just here. We're just here. We're not leaving anything behind. We're just here, bro. Because, like, your rank and your social status and your YouTube channel, none of that shit gets to go with you, bro. In the next life, all that shit's obsolete, homie. You get reset recycled back into the circle of life, you're not going to have your title anymore. What's up, Russ? So what is it? Like, oh, we're just here for 90 years? No. We have a very particular role in nature. It is called procreation. We are here to feed the future. The future. Boom! Russ, bro, I'm breaking brains this morning. People's brains are like, oh my God, I can't believe this fucking guy. So, I mean, I'm just saying that if you have do that, then, like, it was all pointless. And something else that should be said there is that the whole bloodline comes to an end. Like, you might have had a 2,000-year-old bloodline and you just, like, on a whim ended it all. Oh God, we're not worth continuing. Forget this, bro. I don't want to have kids. Oh no, that's crazy. So, like, those of us that don't have kids, in like 70 years, the world will have forgotten us and our entire bloodline. Us and the entire bloodline is gone. In 200 years, there won't even be a book with our name in it still. So, like, I mean, sure, being a career woman must be crazy important. I mean, like, in the big scheme of things, it must be like the most important thing. It really does seem to be more important than most things. It really does seem to be. Like, I would venture to say that, I don't really think that having a career is the most important thing. Not necessarily for a woman. Oh, men that think for women. Men that think for women, don't be mad about that shit. Women be trying to think for men all the time, bro. All the time. Constantly, bro. So I'm just saying, we both have a natural role, alright? You have one, but so do I. Alright, now, a man's natural role is really the advancement of humanity. You will look around and you will see that every single thing that is built around you is built by men. The technology for it came from men. It didn't actually come from women. Now through a couple different avenues, it remotely came from women. Our children came from them, and that's what we use to build the world, right? And so, kind of, you could say some of it came from women, but it directly came from the hands of a man. The blood, the sweat, the tears, the protection, the defense. There wouldn't even be a nation without that. And so we have a role, and it's really the drive of humanity. Men push humanity forward in all instances. And so through all of history, this reigns true, right? Now, we couldn't do that without children, right? So women have a natural role, and men can't do that role. We can't do it. We cannot even come close to pretending to do it. And so you get into this scenario where humans kind of sidestep their roles, and we excuse this with other things, such as I'm a career-oriented individual, or I have not been able, like mine is, I haven't been able to find one that's worthy. And really it's probably my own standards that need to change a bit. But at the end of the day, we all have our reasons, right? And so it is not my place necessarily to pop a child out my booty hole, but it is my place to ensure the future. Right? So mankind has to have a future. A future. Very true, very true. It's not a man world anymore. Both are working. Dutch, is that whole thing is out? So the whole modern woman thing is done, bro. You hadn't been on the internet lately? The modern women are crying. The whole modernism thing, strong, independent woman, is a farce. It's a lie. It's a lie that they sold y'all, and y'all soaked it up. The same way bread will soak up water, y'all were like, oh yeah, give me power. It's so funny because you have all these industries, right? We're talking about plumbing, electrical, energy conservation, energy production. You have all these industries that none of them were built by women, but all of a sudden women sit at the heads of these tables. Like, what the fuck did y'all do? Y'all are fucking jumping in on a system that was pre-built. You didn't contribute to it. You don't work it. You don't maintain it. The whole idea of modernism is an absolute lie. And Dutchies, I'm sorry that none of your other guy friends spoke up. They should have. They were just being pussies. All right, because here's the real thing. We cherish you women more than we cherish reality. And so we agree to whatever you have to say in an effort to keep you in our life. And so I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but it's all false. It's all a lie. If men stood up tomorrow, and this'll really drive my point, if men stood up tomorrow and elected to enslave women, there would be nothing women could do about it. There would be no fight. There'd be no women's resistance. Y'all wouldn't come up with any nuclear bombs or anything. Y'all would get enslaved. Now, if you turn the table and you say, okay, what if women stood up tomorrow and tried to enslave men? Well, y'all would all get killed. You see what I mean? So the reality of this is modernism isn't actually real. It's all a farce, an effort to suggest equality where there is not one. And the entire thing where women are smarter than men, that is like another one of y'all's like propaganda tools to push your modernism narrative. But 99% of all inventions came from men. 99% of all of them. Your hair dryer, your makeup, your rings, your dresses, 99% of every single thing there ever was came from men. The inventions came from men. The hospitals came from men. It all came from men. The schools came from men. Everything came from men. And, it's really hard to argue that. Now, some women try to say, oh, that's because we were oppressed. But I'm going to tell you, in the 150 years you haven't been oppressed, y'all still hadn't come up with no inventions or anything. But you have furthered the whole idea of spandex and things. Like there are some, wildly interesting and rather unique inputs that have taken place. I just don't know of any true inventions that help mankind. So all that you're talking about, women can do anything men can do. How come y'all aren't out pouring roads then? How come instead of going to some office building and applying for a job, you didn't go down to the electrical company and apply for a job? Like, you could be in the field hanging electrical wire. You could be on a battleship, like, you could be out in the middle of the ocean on a big giant fishing rig supplying food to humans. Really, honestly, like, when y'all say this shit, but then, like, I look around and, like, I seen one plumbing team, they had a chick on their staff. She answers the phone at the office. She doesn't actually build anything. She ain't ever built nothing, bro. What's worse is she's smarter than the rest of the plumbers. She's been looking at their invoices for years. For years and years, she knows when something is needed, right? She knows all this shit. But she ain't gonna dare go out into the field and apply it. She's not gonna do that. And so when you talk about these things and doing them are extra different, they are not one and the same. Even when it comes down to defending the country or any of that stuff, it's still just not the actual same. Not the same at all. Nope. And the weak men will say, oh yeah, go ahead. They will say, oh yeah, go ahead. They will say that every time in their absolute disgusting weakness. They will say it every time. And I get it. I get what y'all are trying to say. Somehow or another, y'all think y'all did this shit, but you didn't. But you didn't. And somehow or another, it's our fault that countries can't be defended for 3 weeks at a time because menstrual cycles. Like, come on. Just stop. Just stop so we don't have to do this. Oh, that's exactly right. I already acknowledged that because we use the children for these things. And hello, by the way. This thing gets loud, yo. Hang tight. You're exactly right. And that's why I said, I mean, through one avenue or another, women can claim that they have had a role in everything. But it would be due to having the children. You see what I mean? So you have the children, and that makes you a part of it, right? But it doesn't mean that you put forth the blood and sweat. It doesn't mean that you actually built the country. It doesn't mean that you defend the country either. And so those are very different things. There should be a check here for me. And then we got to go look at this back wall back here. So I found mouse entry, hang tight. I found a mouse entry point back here. Son of a bitch. And the water heater is right here. Damn it. It's not going to be easier to go in here, so we won't be going in through here. So if the water heater wasn't there, we could go in right there. But with the water heater right there, no way, bro. No way. Yeah, Leaf, I like the property to look a little nice, so I come out here and blow all these leaves down and make sure everybody's ready for business the next day. Part of the reason I show up so early is because I need to know what's wrong with the place, you know? I tell you what, though, they sure trashed us this time around. They sure trashed us, man. We got a lot of fucking trash. It's a lot of trash, man. They always do that. And no, you're exactly right. It's not that one role is more important than the other one. That's not what's being said. It's very different what's being said. What's being said is, if I build an empire, you're not allowed to just take it over. You see what I mean? So through one avenue or another, this whole idea where we can all do the same thing is it's really just garbage. It's really just garbage. You have a whole different role than I do. An entire different role than me. I am supposed to be providing, advancing stuff, you know. Supposed to be out there earning, working. And, you know, part of me wants to tell y'all that, you know, dudes never asked for a bunch of chicks at work. Y'all girls, y'all got HR departments and shit, bro. Check it out. Men aren't nice to each other. And then, see, so men aren't nice to each other, right? And then y'all wanted to be in the workforce with us. And all of a sudden we're supposed to be nice. We're not nice to each other. Why the fuck would we be nice to you? It's just, it's kind of crazy. It's kind of wild to consider, you know, like, we harass each other at work too. Like, y'all aren't the only ones getting your ass spanked. Y'all ain't the only ones, bro. Y'all are not the only ones. There's some other people getting their asses spanked and shit, bro. Uh-huh. Yes, sir. Yes. So, come on, Dutchies. Let's go make 5, bro. Let's go make 5, huh? What about making 5? How about 5? Yeah, 5. I'll do all the other work. That's the game plan. That's the whole game plan. Do 5. We'll do 5. Game over, yeah. The womb is getting destroyed, bro. Y'all keep this no babies thing up, man. Y'all keep it up. We're going to... What the fuck? Just take all your fucking pallets, bro. Take all your fucking pallets. Stop piling them up here. Oh. All right. Hang tight. One last blowing. Dutches, I'm gonna stop doing this refusal thing, bro. Play ball, man. Play ball. Play ball, bro. See, it's this outlook. Come on, man. Be a team player, bro. Be a team player. Can't believe this. Gosh. See, it's my standards, right? My standards are all fucked up, right? Like, I expect to be the one that's at work, you know? Of course, I make 6 figures, typically. So, if somebody's gonna be at the house, it should be the person that's making less money, all right? So, like, there's a role at the house, too, Dutchies. Like, if you have a kid, you ain't allowed to hire some babysitter to raise my child, dude. Like, I might as well marry her. I should just marry the babysitter. That's what we'll do. We'll just find babysitters and we'll marry them. I'm pretty sure that I'm not going to ever get married. Pretty sure. I'm getting pretty useless, so I mean, I'm 44 now, so getting pretty useless. It was Unit 153 who likes to ride people's asses. That's him, Unit 153. Unit 153. Fuck well that. Unit 153. Vegas. Vegas ain't staying single, bro. Vegas, he done found him a wife. He found a wife. I mean, I'm not like so sure a female's willing to put up with me. What's up? I'm not so sure a female will put up with me any more than I will put up with one of them. All right. I have found I am probably the problem in all my relationships. I am likely the issue. Let's just be honest. I am probably the problem. All right. In all of them. Like, it's really hard to give and take when you're not like a gray person. I got a lot of black and white to me, bro. Like, it's either this or this, bro. There's no like kinda and in betweens and all those things. Like the Mr. Gray does not apply to the way I lead my life. All right. It's just some settings in my life that the gray comes out. It's not like financial things. Like, what the fuck? What do you think, Vegas? You think one of these girls is ever going to put up with me, Vegas? Like, oh, no, he wants 5 kids. There's Bruce. He definitely wants kids. Run! Maybe that's why my father had to have 3 different wives. Maybe we're on to something there. Maybe a wife is really good for like 1 or 2 before she hates your guts. Before she hates you. Like, after 2, and that's a lot of stress, she may really hate you, bro. I would probably hate you if you put me through 18 months of stress and pain, and then you wanted to do it again for 27. You wanted to take it from 18 to 27, bro. Oh, you better give me some money. I don't know. Maybe, you know, maybe that's what makes wives hate husbands, is the fact that they had to deal with that shit 3 times because of that guy. Because of that guy. Me, my overall problem is I'm done planning for 10 days from now. I'm done planning for a year from now. I'm mostly done planning for 5 years from now. And the same can be said about 10. And so I'm looking to the extreme future. 100 years, 50 years from now, 3 generations from me. Any money that I do have is going to go in that grave with me, or it's going to go to somebody, like my children. So, you see, I'm just thinking forward of everything. I think you should just stay single and get your pickle. I think you have a good heart, Mr. Bruce. You will find her. No, that's the problem. I've got a good heart. I got a good heart. That's the problem. That's probably among my few problems. I got a few problems. That's one of them. Being too kind. Kindness kills, bro. Kindness kills. Kindness kills. Relationships and everything, actually. Okay, we are at location number 2, and we got 2 more to go to. Here, we're going to knock out some filters real quick. Yeah, you see what happens there? You nailed it right there. They play games, dude. They take advantage of kindness, which is why y'all are all ending up single. The single plague is going strong. The plague of singleness. You hadn't seen that shit all over the internet all week? Why do I always get exposed to this stuff, dude? Like all week on the YouTube, like, you know, where you kind of cycle through what's going on your front page. It's all these women talking mad shit about being alone at 40, and I'm like, well, what the fuck, dude? You know, like, what the fuck? You know, why? What'd you do? Wait? What'd you do? Get rid of your husband when you were 35? Are you fucking serious? You know, so like these things that are going on are wildly ridiculous, bro. That's why I got to protect my future. If I ever got divorced, I would never get married again. Single would be the right way to go. Vegas single's pretty good. You know, one, you need some children or all this is pointless. You could just go jump off a bridge now. It'd all be the fucking same. Save yourself some headache. So no children is like the equivalency of 90 years wasted. Like what are you going to do? Live to be 90, never procreate, bro? That's crazy, bro. So you need that, right? Now, I don't necessarily know that you need a wife, but you do need the children. Now past that, and this point should reign true. Hello, easy home cooking. You know, when you get older and you can't walk and you can't make it to the restroom and you can't cook your own food and shit, like, what are you going to do? Just jump off the bridge then? Like, you could have just saved yourself a lot of time and headache by doing it now, right? So again, you have other needs moving forward that the children kind of facilitate for you. And I would stress that having a singular child leaves you in the same spot. Imagine you and your wife, y'all are like 95, you can't cook a fucking thing between the two of you. Somebody's got to come over and take care of y'all. Your one kid has to quit their job. Wait you guys out until you pass, right? So you see, you need more than one kid. Now, in our minds, it takes a husband and a wife to raise a child. That's 2 adults to raise 1 child. And on the ass end of that, when you're a senior citizen, it should take 2 children to take care of 1 senior citizen. So in essence, if you don't have 4, you have fucked your children. You have fucked them. They are so fucked, they're going to have to quit their fucking jobs to take care of you. And nobody says that shit out loud, but I am. I'm saying it now. Hello. Hey, man. I would love children, but it's not my fault. Yeah. All right, let's go in here and get this done. We're local, so we have the Texas key. When we're past local, we have the American key. All right, all right, all right. Meow, 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 meow. Riding that train, how cocaine. What's up, yo? What's up, yo? Ha 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 ha. Ha 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 ha. Oh my god. They're overstuffing these bags again. Whew. Recycling. I gotta take it in between different locations sometimes. Well, this location in particular. This location in particular. Physical therapy. Follow-ups with patients. Alright, this one's a little bit better. It's not in like the 60-pound zone. Haha. Easy cooking. It's kind of nice. It's kind of nice. Of course I couldn't just reach in my bag and grab the right key. Right, of course not. There she is. There she is. I found you. All right, that is pretty much your spot for the remainder. Seriously, no markers. No markers. Seriously. They do hide all the Sharpies. I'll be back. What's up, people? We're done. Let's roll. No help is required. Sometimes I need help. I hire somebody for the day or something, but most of the time I don't. Most of the time I either gotta move it up to a professional team or I have to hire just like a person for the day. Oop, that's the wrong key, that's why. But it did go in. Now I will return to Fort Worth and hit 2 more properties. Did a drive-by at 1 this morning. Been to 2 others now. And now I'm headed to 2 more. And so long as nothing is wrong, then my field work for today will have at least been knocked out. That doesn't mean things don't go wrong through the day. It certainly doesn't mean that I'm not on the internet for the next 4 hours answering emails and nonsense like that. But for the most part, my field work is done. Well, once I get these other 2 locations done. She's stronger than you. What's up, Edmonds? What's up, yo? It says check for lock. Good job done. What's next? Everything's next. So I started the stream when I left the house. We're an hour and 10 minutes in. And I did a quick little visit. I'm going to do another one here when we get done at the other 2 buildings to that location that I did the quickie on. And I'll give it another quickie. I found a vagrant over there standing at the building yesterday, like up against the building. Usually that's a little different. Typically they're not on the building. So anytime you're at the building itself, it sparks my attention. You've gone well out of your way to be standing against the building, you know? And so you didn't go over there for no reason. Oh, well, it looked comfortable. You're standing in the fucking grass at the side of the building. It's not comfortable. What are you doing, you know? And so we'll take another little pass by there after I hit these other 2 locations. They're all close to one another. So all good there. Izat, hello, Izat. And yeah, I mean, I could do all this stuff at 8 a.m., I suppose. There's a lot of people in my way, and it elongates my time in the field. My drive time doesn't double, but it goes up quite a bit. So it usually takes me 20 minutes to get out here. But if there's traffic, that's like 30 minutes, maybe even 40. So it could be double in some cases. Tita Chris, hello. Mustaka. You have to do great, Lee. Dutches, you have to be great, or you're just the same as everybody else. And I would tell you, it doesn't take much to do excellent work out there, especially given everybody else is so focused on not doing a good job. It's very easy to be great. It's very easy. It's very easy to be great. You got this, man. Just go be great, bro. Go be fucking awesome, bro. You got this, man. Yeah, keep in mind the next person, if they're not being awesome, you could just capitalize that much more on that situation. Yep, let them not be great. You got this. Hope you know, kid did indeed do the massive milk shit. Bro, I told you. You said he was hungry, you stuck the bottle to him. Cleared that bottle in 18 minutes, bro? Is that what you told me? 18 minutes? Shit. Did you hose him down with the water hose, bro? That would have been what I did. What's up, Tina Chris? My wife is gonna be like, what the fuck are you doing? I'm gonna be out there with my son held up by his two hands. I'm gonna have my one hand just holding him. He's gonna be dangling. I'm gonna hose his ass down. That's how we're doing baby duty, bro. Joy, hello. Hello, Joy. ¿Cómo está acá, Joy? Like done. Thank you, Joy. Thank you. Tita, I will try to drive safe. It's really not a me thing. It's all these other humans. The other humans are the worrisome ones. Like the FedEx truck that doesn't know that lane ends in just a moment is pulling two of these things. He doesn't know the lane's about to end, so I better get out of his way because he's gonna be all surprised in like 12 seconds. I mean, you could see the flashing fucking arrow from here, but he's gonna ride it until the last moment. See, you see it flashing over there. It's right there, bro. Right there. Flash. That's him. Still in that lane. All right, we got to slow it down a little bit. We're 2 ahead of schedule. We are 2 ahead of schedule. I did drive 85 all the way there, so that saved me like 2 minutes. It won't compensate for how ahead of schedule we are. I left at 3:30 this morning. I shouldn't have done that. That was a little too early. That was a little earlier than I'm used to. And the breakfast houses don't open for an hour, so we ain't eating no breakfast. Not yet. Not yet. I need some damn breakfast too. I ate at like 7 last night, which is normally a little late for me. But I slept really well. So maybe I need to eat a little bit later and I won't be starving in the middle of the night. I think being hungry wakes me up. I'm not joking. Hunger might wake me up. We ain't got no copyrights thus far. So we're in pretty good shape. It is 5 a.m., Dutches. 5 a.m. It is 4:57 in the morning. We're in Fort Worth, Texas. We are eastbound on Highway 80, about to cross through 820, Southwest Loop 820. What time is it for you? What are you, 8 hours ahead of me? Is that right? 12 or 8? 8? Is it like 1 p.m. for you? It's lunchtime? Are you on your lunch break? Yeah, I still remember your Christmas video. Really, I remember your Christmas dress. Okay, so right now you're 7 hours ahead of me. Okay. Yeah, Christmas dress, sparkly silver. I remember that. Lunchtime. Oh, good. What are you gonna have for lunch? Anything exciting? Anything that when I hear it, it will make me hungry? What up, Bob? Nearly 6 p.m. for you. 12 for her, 6 for you. You're only 14. How many time zones does Australia have? More than one, or is it just a solid one the whole time? Nah, y'all got to cover more than one little thing. Yeah, I thought so. 5. Do you know that Russia has like 22 time zones? Did you know that? Russia covers that much of the map that it has like 22 fucking time zones, bro. Literally, you could leave one side of the country on a train and make it to the other side of the country if you're going backwards at the same time that you left. That's right, Leaf. Winter is coming. Winter is coming. And I hate winter, by the way. I fucking hate winter. I like the snow and I like being able to dress nice because it's not hot outside. But I can't stand being cold, bro. I hate it. It gives me gray hair. It takes my youth away from me. It makes my bones hurt, bro. Like when it becomes freezing outside, like when we've dropped under 32, I'm permanently frozen until we thaw out. This shit sucks, bro. I hate the wintertime more than anything. It's getting worse as I get older, too. It's getting worse as I get older. Like I'm getting colder and colder. The cold is hurting me more and more, bro. I just can't stand it, dude. That's why I need to move to the Philippines. Believe it or not, I'm not actually after the women. I think I caught either the replay of it or I caught some short videos, maybe, you and your friends, and I was like, where is her husband at? Shellin, what's up, yo? Part 2, what's up, man? Appreciate the support. Thank you. Even though that's your support, I'm going to give you moderator. You're fine. Hope you're doing good. Kumusta ka, Shellin? Kumusta ka? Hope you're doing good. Yeah, that dress was nice, though. It was cool. It was cool. Nice dress. Good look. 5 a.m. Maybe we should go see if our bum is there right now. No, I'm not young forever, bro. I am not young forever. But 15 years ago, I was a whole different person. 15 years ago, whole different person, bro. Entire different person. 15 years ago. And then, like, I don't know, 10 years before that, additionally, I was an entirely different person. Entirely different person, bro. Much more athletic, much more aggressive, much more of everything. Much more of everything. Testosterone levels were through the roof. All that. All that. All that. Hey. Age does count. Age does count. I mean, I'm still young, but age does come around. That's for sure. I tell you what has changed also, and it took 20 years for this, but you know, I used to be skin and bones, bro, until my upper 20s. About 30 years old, I finally started putting on a little bit of weight, dude. And I'd been trying like all my life to get like a little fat going. And I couldn't. But I got out the military and I decided I was like done running and shit like that. So I put on about a pound a year. About a pound per year is what I can put on. And I eat like a champion too. What's up, my tits? Thanks, Mr. Bruce. It's a nice compliment. Yeah, no, very pretty. Very pretty. What's up, my tits? Chillin'. Yeah, I'm a little bit more in touch with things. Still dark. Yeah, my tits. We've got another hour and a half of darkness. Sun will come up probably, I don't know, in an hour or so. Probably in an hour or so, hour and a half. 90 minutes is really the time. About 7:15, 7:30. I'm still that. Still a monster. I am still a monster and extremely challenging to deal with. Extremely challenging to deal with. Of course, I've become a lot smarter in my old age. Oh no. Smarter doesn't matter when your leaf blower falls over in the back of your truck and maybe it turns on by itself. Smarter doesn't matter. I like to say that I'm aging like wine. I am getting better with time. I don't know that everybody does that, but I am. What are you afraid of? Oh, the monster? I don't know, dude. You're a monster too? You got a monster inside you, dude? I have got a raging tiger inside me at all times. At all times. As a matter of fact, when you guys see me being nice and stuff, I'm having to try to be nice because I'm not really like all that nice. I just put good, genuine effort into it, you know? I used to say that my demons are with me. They're sitting right here on my shoulder. They're whispering to me. They are whispering to me. Sometimes I roll into y'all's streams and it's all demon talking, bro. And I'm just like, shut up, bro. You sound like an idiot. I'm like, nah, bro, look at that blue dress. It's like an argument that goes on inside me. A battle. A battle. Yes, but that's not all, though, Dutch. That's not all. And you hear a lot of men talk about it. The first part of your life you spend just trying to get somewhere, you know, like you don't have money and stuff like that, you know. And so that was up to my 20s, 25. The second part of your life, you finally get to financial stability and money. And what you find is that takes up a good portion of your life, earning that money, you know, your financial stability, your future. And the third part of your life is spent giving back. Giving back, whether that be to your wife and kids or to the community, that all stands to be questioned still. Me, I am probably in my prime. I'm not educated, so it's doubtful that I'll start making more money. I might make a little bit more money, but I'm not going to be doubling my salary anytime soon or anything. My salary isn't bad. There are plenty of people that make more money than I do. I have good money because I don't have a wife and children. If I had a wife and kids, I would totally be like, nah, I don't need anything. I'd be making peanut butter and jelly sandwiches at the house, bro. It would not be 5 pairs of new shoes and shit like that. All that shit would get spent on them, you know? Or providing for them, like a house or whatever else, you see. I mean, I make good money for a single dude. For a single dude, I got a shit ton of money. But for a married guy with, say, like 2 or 3 kids, I don't know. I don't know, dude. I don't think you can ever have enough money for that shit. Like, my grandmother came to me once. I was real young. I had my girlfriend, my high school girlfriend. We've been together 7 years. At the time, it was probably closer to 5 years. My grandma said, well, when are you going to marry that girl? And I said, dude, I can't fucking afford to marry her. And she looked at me, she says, what? It's got nothing to do with being able to afford it, Bruce. And I said, what do you mean? You know, if I can't pay, you know, shit's just going to go down the drain. She said, that ain't how it works. You can't ever have enough money. And I was like, what are you talking about, bro? She's like, there's just no preparing for it. There's no preparing for it. Everything that you think now is going to change tomorrow. You know, there's just absolutely no preparing for it. And so maybe she was right. They had, my grandparents, they had 5 children. And she served 72 Christmas dinners. 72 family Christmas dinners. That's what they did. So, I mean, I can't say that she's wrong. I can't say that she was wrong. I can't say that. Clearly, she knows more than I do about it. But at the time, I was like, no fucking way. And then I spent the rest of my life trying to get to that point. Now, I typically range in between about 90 and 110 a year, 90 and 110,000 per year. And I gotta tell you, I don't feel like I can afford a child. I still don't feel like I can actually afford a wife and kids. You know, what is she gonna want, and where does that end at? You know, like what is my child gonna need, and where does that end at? You know, that sort of thing. I gotta go check that box right there. What you think, Matets? What you think, bro? Just fun time? We'll just have fun. Like, let's see what these dill rods did. Let's go see. We're going to check the lift station, boys and girls. I got a red light on over there. Oh, it just popped off. It just popped off, so I had to hand pump it. And then it turned off. Not cool. Let's go see. We're going off in these bushes right here. What's up, people? I didn't give y'all a hello this morning, so here's a proper hello. Yeah. Let's get to it. We gotta go in this big ass thing right here. Hold on. Hold on. That's all the doo-doo and pee-pee from the whole building. Ugh. Ugh. All right, we're back. Oh, proper hello. Yes. A proper hello. Okay. Now that the feet are all wet, we can continue our day here. No, fuck no, I'm not getting in that thing. They don't pay me enough for that. They want me to get in that thing. It's gonna be bonus city, baby. And I ain't talking about no 4-digit bonus. We're talking about 5-digit bonuses. 10 grand minimum. Get in that damn thing. They lost their mind. But really, you throw me 10K, I'll jump my fucking ass right in that thing. I won't give a shit about none of that poo or pee or nothing. Nope. Nope. Wrong guy. Wrong guy. Nope. 10K, bro. I'll jump right in that shit and I will wash right off afterwards. All right, Leaf. Dutches, this is a test. This is a test. This is a test. I have 3 different key fobs here. One of them gets me through this door. You have 3 choices. You stand a 33% chance of being right. Which one is it? The small gray, the small black, or the square black? Which one is it? Type the words, yo. Middle round black. I can't believe you know that. Green. Door open. Dang. Dang, I can't believe you know that. That means you've been like hanging out on my live streams, bro. Hanging out on the live streams. Hello, building. Oh, look. Both my chairs are facing one way. Isn't that interesting? Isn't that interesting? Hello, mate. You're gonna have to turn. Hello. That's right. That's right. You're supposed to be like that. Okay. Now then, we are back to the darkness, but that's okay. I don't need the light. Okay. Elevator is still stuck. SOBs haven't showed up yet. All right, next up. Darkness, darkness. Ah, yes. And who knows what this is? Who knows what this is? Who knows what that is? Does anybody know what this is? Me, I know it through and through. I built it. So I know it through and through. I programmed it, I built it and everything. Slapped it on the wall. Slapped it on the wall. It's not an alarm. That is actually the lighting control center. All the controls for the lighting. It's a big timer for the whole building. All right. So lighting controlled. We went through security doors. We've cleaned the property. We've picked up a check from one of the tenants. Oh, that's my password, not the username. Ha ha. Yeah, and now we're moving to HVAC. This is where we are at, by the way. This big, beautiful building here. And we are looking at the rooftop air conditioners. These are giant package units that are on top of the roof. Low battery for 1-04. 1-04 has been failed out twice on low battery level, so we'll have to change that battery at some point here. And that's okay. That's okay. Back to the roof. Unit 2 should be unoccupied off. It sure is. That's great. I like that. Unit 3 should be the same, but it looks like it's gotten started already. So it's trying to cool us down. Even though it's 5:20 a.m., it comes on with its own little program and stuff. Like, it's smarter than me. So then, all right, we're good. Units are awesome. Booyah. Let's go. We're going to the next building. We're going to the next building. I don't see any trash, so no trashy. No trashy. Okay. Next building we need to keep. So let's roll. Building is up. Systems are a go. Whoop. Hang tight. I spotted something. Spotted. Hello. Been spotted, matey. Spotted. Kuya Willie, hello. What's up, Willie? Hello. Hope you're doing good, Willie. Next stop is right here, bro. Through that field to that building right there. Yep. Let's go. Oh yeah, we're making good timing today. Good timing today. I didn't see Shannon's car, but maybe he's parked over here somewhere. Looks like somebody from the doctor's side has already been in this morning. They probably have surgeries. They had to stop here, pick up whatever, and then go to surgery. But one of them has already been here. One of the doctors. All right, so I got to take these in real quick, and I'll be right back to grab y'all. And then we got a door that we're going to go work on. Don't fall, bro. Thank you. Whoop, 40-pound bag. Sweet. And it is the boss's birthday too, by the way. What's up, sweet? Hello. Oh yeah, no, I love my job, dude. My job's the best. There's not a better job out there. I'm fantastic, sweet. I am fantastic. I do a lot, but that keeps the bills paid. And it looks like it's my boss's birthday. So there are flags and stuff and balloons everywhere. That's probably what was going on. The girls came up here and they're probably all going out to eat right now. Heavy one, you're coming with me. We're going to the backpack. One more, people. One more. I'll be right back. Ooh, and I have a shipment right there for me. What's up, sweet? How goes it? Yeah, happy birthday to my boss. That's for sure. All right, so we need an envelope. And we need a sticky note. How about a sticky note? Why is there food in all these drawers, bro? I'm about to say something about that. What do they do? Run out of sticky notes? No way. All right, here we go. Nice. Nice. All right, there's that. What's for breakfast? We don't know. We don't know. I'm thinking that we're going to go over to that old country place I like to go to so much. Leaving my boss like a little love note type, happy birthday, bro. We appreciate you, that sort of thing. What's up, people? What's up, man? Oh, what's up, people? Sometimes I like looking at myself. Other times I'm like, God, that dude needs to get off the camera. But today's like one of them good days, bro. I guess I gotta let the beard grow a little bit for where it's a good day, huh? Yeah, to my boss, a happy birthday love letter, bro. Just some nice words. Make sure he knows that I appreciate him. You understand, right? I hope it proves to be an excellent birthday. And what's next? Help me come up with more. I'm doing this on a whim, all right? Just on a whim. I thought his birthday was tomorrow. Makes me like the worst employee ever. I'm pretty bad with birthdays, to be real honest with you. My sisters, one was on the 2nd and one was on the 5th of July. And I tell them both happy birthday on the 3rd. Yeah, exactly. Wishing the best for him. Kuya Willie. Y'all go link up with Willie. Pin in the message, Willie. Pin in the message. Well, you think I should fold it up like a paper airplane and write note inside? Yeah. All right. Let's go deposit this to boss's desk. Put this back in other boss's desk. Let's go. Other boss's desk is trashed, bro. Wait till you see this drawer. Fuck all you got in here, bro. You got all this in here. Is this the card that we're all supposed to sign? It sure is. Fucking pen. Sweet. Card is signed. Did that. Drop off the keys. Put the pen back. We're solid. We are solid. On to the next little thing here. And on the 31st, we have the Munster Mash. We every Halloween we do a big grilled cheese party with like 20 different breads and like 20 different cheeses, and it's kind of epic. All right, boss's office. Norm, the accountant, sits very close to the boss, and the boss will see this, hopefully. And then here's a little piece for y'all. Who knows what this is? Who knows what this is? Who knows what that is? Huh? Who knows what that is? That's right. That's right. All right. Y'all are all set there. And we need a rag. So we're going to have to go over here to housekeeping and snatch a rag. And then we're going to go find the squealing door. I got a squealing door up here somewhere. Garbage cheater Brady. Garbage cheater Brady. Listen to you, bro. You got that straight hate going on, huh? Full size hate. No, we have an accountant. We did recently replace the accountant. Candace was our accountant, but you know, between you and me, Candace doesn't do her job. So she could be really good. She's a really smart girl, but doesn't apply herself. She's constantly paying attention to 80 other things. It makes it very challenging to get things done in a timely fashion when the money's not moving with it. You see what I mean? And none of that stuff, like if you skip it, it just piles up type thing. You see what I mean? Let's go. Yeah, not paying the bills is a serious issue. Not paying the bills, very, very serious. Oh no, I knocked that thing right off. Hell, hold on. Hold on. Hold on. I'm trying to hold y'all in a very funny way here. It's not working very well. I don't want to fucking spray myself in the eye with this shit either. This is white lithium grease. White lithium grease. And I think it's this door right here. Oh, I'm gonna have to turn the camera for that. Ah, there we go. Bruce in the full size. I better lift up my pants or something, because I bet you're gonna have like full size white ass crack if not. I guess that made some noise, I guess. Hello. Allah. That didn't change anything. La 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 la. La 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 la. Bleep, bleep, bleep. That's all, folks. That is all. We are all invited. Oh, come on, bro. Go back in. There we go. Thank you, buddy. Thank you, buddy. Let's roll. 543. Okay. Okie dokie. This was about the time I saw my friend, my bum friend. So we're gonna go see if his ass is still going, or if he smartened up and isn't coming back. We of course don't know. We live in mystery. We live in mystery. We're about to go find out. And that's right, I got a service call on number 9 out there that I gotta get into. Service call on number 9, service call on elevator. Alright. Let's go. Call and pay an invoice. It's just all little things like that. I mean, you really need to be at the office with that, with all your stuff together, you know. Let's go to the next one, huh? Let's go to the next one, huh, people? Next up, Waterside. Waterside. We are headed to Waterside. Then we're going to pit stop at my place, and we might go get breakfast. We might just cook at my place. It's looking like cooking at my place, but maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe not. It's always exciting to go out, but I can cook all this shit at home. Better than they can too, by the way. Better than they can, bro. Better than they can. They don't know how long I've been cooking. I've been cooking, bro. Yeah, turning left. Let's go. I do have my lottery cards with me too. We got to go turn in the lottery cards. I don't know if we're going to get more. Maybe not this week. Maybe after I get paid or something. I like being flush. I just paid all my bills too. God, it takes it out of you, man. It takes it out of you, bro. So we're just doing a general drive-by over here at Waterside. So unless we have to get out, we probably won't. But yesterday I had a bum posted up at the back corner of the building, hanging out, leaning against the building. He was just there. 700 other places he could be, but he was there. Mistakenly, right? Mistakenly. He was just hanging out, right? He couldn't come hang out over here in the public place. Forget about that. He wants some private space for himself. Yeah. I'm about to help him out with that shit. Yeah. I hope he's here. I don't like stupid, yo. I don't like stupid at all. Like, stupid just doesn't play out with me very well. It would have been better had he said I was about to break in the place, because I'm just standing here. Doesn't even seem reasonable when you're 50 yards from the street. Like why'd you choose right here to just stand, bro? Did you come up with that in some dream you had, you motherfucker? There's a whole damn hotel right here and the whole woods right there between us and the hotel. So to me, like, there's plenty of places to chill at. You got to chill at my place. Plenty of places. I wish I'd win $1 million, but as it is, I'm not very lucky. Probably nothing about my life could be described as lucky. No, not at all. Not even slightly, to be real honest with you. Not even slightly. All right, here we go. We're about to turn in here. Santa All Dutchess, what's up? Here we go. Where's this motherfucker at, bro? I know he's fucking here. I know he's here. Oh, dumpster team came, but they left my dumpster enclosure wide open. What day is it? It's Tuesday? Yeah, they came. Come on, man. Be here so I can run. Be here, bro. Be here. You ain't here today, motherfucker. Can't stand that shit. Everybody gotta work, bro. Everybody gotta make their way. Sometimes you use others to do so. Everybody gotta make their own way, though. Motherfuckers that come back here and fucking try to pitch tents and shit, bro. Wait till I catch one of them in their tent. I'll catch them in their tent, bro. It's game over. I'll slide their asses down this hill and in the tent. No shit. Alright. There's nobody. Okay. Fair enough. Fuckers. Tomorrow, I find your ass. It's gonna be on. Not a very forgiving person. Got no room for that shit. Things to do. Shouldn't have to come over here and check on these motherfuckers. Alright, gotta go. Have a great day, sweet. Have a great day. What do you mean, no stress? What is stressful for you? I mean, work isn't really stressful. You get to choose where you work, You get to make those choices on your own accord. There's no bound life decisions or anything. The world is limitless. are no limits. So here's, part of my thing, right? The dump truck came, but the thing's not empty. But the thing isn't empty. So, like, he was here when I got that phone call 15 minutes ago. Nobody came and dumped a bunch of stuff in 15 minutes. So, he fucked up. And that's okay. He's allowed to do that. I'm just saying I got to call him and tell him they didn't pick up the fucking trash. So, you see how it works? Like, I show up to a property and it adds work to the day. You see what I mean? And it might just be a quick little phone call, but it might not be. You ever tried to call a trash company? Bro, that's a 20-minute fucking adventure. I swear to God it is. I swear to God it is. Let's go. 56 after. We got 2 hours and 15 minutes in the field. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 stops that we made. 2 service calls, dropped off a check, told a man happy birthday. Shit, we were extremely productive inside a 2-hour period. Shit. Extremely productive 2 hours. What's up, 7 people in the house? Y'all don't be afraid to hit that like button, man. Just hit that like button. Sharing is caring. Oh shit, I'm driving right past the lottery place too. Oh God. It's alright, we'll mosey down here to our 7-Eleven. Get our $40 back. Spent $51.40. That's not too bad. It's not too bad. Spent $51.40. No stress, huh? I wish it was that. I wish it was that. Unfortunately, there are an extreme amount of things to be stressed out about. And the things that plague your mind the most will be the things that elude you the most. This is very true. This is very true. Hold on, I gotta turn it leaves. Hold on, hold on. You can't have it all. No one has a perfect life. Life must be bumpy ride and challenges. Otherwise, it's a boring one. Well, the bad defines the good, while the good defines the bad. And so if you did not have a bad day, you would never know what a good day was. You require bad days. That is basically what it comes down to. You need them. Some of us waddle in them. humpy. Some people are defeated by bad days, like, oh God, I'm never gonna get any better. And that is some shit that I hate more than anything, bro. Is somebody that's capable, but they're not putting forth the effort to do better. And they're gonna tell you, oh, I'm fucking doing this or I'm doing that. And I'm just saying, the whole fucking time, dude, you know, you could have been a fucking lawyer by now. Like, what the fuck, you know? But some people, they not built like that too, you know, and ain't nothing wrong with that. But there's something wrong with living through your struggle and not doing anything about it. There's something wrong with that. And so no matter who you are, no matter how much money you do or don't have, no matter what your stress is, I don't give a shit if you don't even have legs, bro. If you don't have legs, you better have an internet job. You know, like life does not wait on you. The sun does not give a shit about you, you know? Like, I know, like, we always want to say, oh, God's gonna help me. You think God's paying attention to you, bro? Like, come on. Like, that dude is fucking busy, okay? He's fucking busy. To say the least, that dude is insanely busy. To say the absolute least, you know? That's exactly right. That's exactly right. Easier to complain than it is to do anything about it, you know? And for God's sakes, anything in your life that comes easy will not be valuable to you. Anything that comes fast will also go away quickly. Anything that you do not earn will never have any relevance in your life. This reigns true for every one of us, dude. If it came easy, it will leave you easily. And that's okay. It's just that some of us don't get things very easily, you know? Some people do. I see a lot of these girls on the internet, they getting mad dough and shit. They don't even have to go to work. They don't need a husband or any of that shit because they're getting paid a wallop ass amount of money. And in fact, getting a husband or being in a serious relationship would probably tank their internet career. I don't any of these girls when they have a husband. In fact, I see a lot of them lying to portray themselves as single, knowing that they're not single at all. They're not single at all. It's kind of like you're meeting somebody's character rather than the real them. But that's exactly right, Dutchie. Complaining without the effort being put in. That's what goes on here in America. You hear all these people talking about how they can't get ahead and all this shit, but really that's a cashier that's saying that shit, and he or she is not educated and never has been, and you know, they're not worthy of a high-paying job because they suck at everything. You know, and if you suck at everything, why would you ever expect to be paid well? Suck ass attitude at work, suck ass at work, no real skills to you. Just you have those two hands. You know, just to be real honest with you, this is a shit show out there, to be real honest. All right, we got 5 minutes to stop. We're gonna leave the truck. To me, every day is like a new day to change your scenario. It's a new day. And I think what happens the most is people have goals inside their mind You hear them, I have goals, but if you ask somebody, well, what are your goals? You know, you're gonna get a fucking empty answer. I promise you that. Empty as shit. Who does that? It'll be empty as shit. I usually tell people, you gotta write down your goals, bro. You gotta write them down, and then you gotta work on them thoroughly. So, me, I usually tell you, write down your goals. And then after that, so get one sheet of paper, the whole damn thing, and at the top, you just write your goal down, no matter what it is. I want to be married in 10 years, right? And then underneath that, you spend that whole page brainstorming, getting directions towards those goals, If you're not doing those things, you don't have goals. You have ideas. That's very different than a goal. An idea is very different than a goal. Very different. An idea is something you think you want. Something that could be, but not really. An idea is just an idea. Whereas a goal is something you've already gone past the idea state. And now you've established it as a goal. This is what I want to do. And that's the other thing that I think is so challenging for a lot of people is the what I want to do. What's up, B? I hope you're doing well. Why y'all letting me get old over here? One of y'all need to marry me, bro. Make me a husband, turn me into a king. Come on, man. Come on, we're like one step away. The two are lights. That's a light bulb, and that's a light bulb. The one right there is a candle, and the other one is a light bulb also. And this is what my home looks like at night. Yeah, freaky. B, I mean, you got to set the mood right, huh? You know? Why not? You could sleep in that room, by the way. That's the room I sleep in. I sleep right there on the sofa, bro. I have a bed and everything, and I still sleep on the sofa. I have a bed and everything, bro. And still, that's where I sleep right there. I have a bed. I got a nice bed, bro. Do you know how big this desk is, bro? All right, so that desk looks kind of like small there, but it's 8 foot by 5 foot. Both ends of the desk are taller than you. I don't have a small bed. I got a big bed. Say, woman. That is a sofa. This side of the desk is 5 foot, so 60 inches by 30 right there. Now that side of the desk is 8 foot from that corner to that corner. It's 22 inches deep over there. And I only have the 2 legs there and the end there. So I don't like wires and shit up underneath my desk. I like it to look all empty. Yes, I built that. There's a whole video on it. You can watch me build it. I'm awesome. I build everything. I built this shelf right here too. My cologne shelf, bro. That's my jeans and underwear. Ooh, ooh, ooh. No, B, this is my restroom. There's that dude right there. He swears he's built, bro. He swears he's built, bro. Raw. All right. So this is my restroom. That's my doo-doo toilet. It's my double shower head. 2 shower heads. I love that, by the way. 2 shower heads, just. And this is the bedroom that I don't really use. You can have it if you would like. It's well stocked. Comes with a chair and an overhead light over there so you can do your reading. Has a big bed where I put all my clean clothes at. Another little lamp right here. And this is the master closet. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Which is a little dirty. I have a lot of sheets that I need to go clean. La la la. La 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 la. Hello, Lilybeth. All the nice clothes go back here. Suits and things like that. Slacks, ties, and things like that are all over here. It's like one of my favorite ties of all of history right here. Power tie, power tie. All right. Here's all my new clothes that I still haven't gotten into yet. And I have more of those down here. Underwear, socks. Those are all shirts up top. I installed that shelf and the wood closet rods. The metal closet rods were here. I also installed this shelf, so I have plenty of storage in here. And I'm probably going to throw out the 2 foam mattresses. No worries about men's closets. Barely anything on my floor. You want to know how bad it is? Like, my organization is bad. It has to be like completely organized. There's all the winter gear. All the winter gear. I didn't build the whole closet, but I added this shelf, that shelf, 2 closet rods. Here's the TV. There's Tom Cruise for you. Ugh. Ugh, you liking the Tom Cruise? You know that dude's as tall as you are, right? Y'all need some real men in your life. Stop trying to go after little men. Y'all, you know why y'all do that, right? So y'all can pull shit with them. Going after a bunch of weak men, and you got the weak kids running around, being weak about shit. B, bro. B. Bzzz. That's where I hang my day clothes. Like, I'm gonna chill in these shorts and that tank top for most of the day. Usually I don't have my dirty underwear right there, so I'll grab that. And listen, guys, the truck is like still running, so we got to stop this tour and get back out to the truck. We got to stop this tour and get back out to the truck. Hell yeah. I think what's going to happen is we're going to go to 7-Eleven. I love your closet with Tom Cruise photo. It's damn it. Now I got to defend myself against this. It's a TV, bro. It's a TV. And this was the movie I was watching last, The Mummy. And it happens to have Tom Cruise in it. But that's a TV, bro. It's not a picture of Tom Cruise in my bedroom. It's so horrible, by the way. Oh, that's so horrible. Picture of Tom Cruise in your bedroom. All right. B says this place looks freaky, bro. I can't believe she said that, bro. I was really like hoping that she wanted to come hang out, but now the place is freaky, so I guess that's out. Freaky. Can't sleep there. My bedroom is good. Yeah. I know the rest of the place is good too. You can always turn a light on, B. Or you can just turn those off if they're bothering you, you know? Upward face. It drops out right here, so I'm sorry. Let me get my truck moving here. The sofa in the living room is more like a lounge than a sofa. 4 inches, so it's 7 foot, and that is long enough for me to lay on. And the bed is hard as a rock, and more often than not I just pass out where I'm sitting there watching TV at the end of the day. The end of the day. The chair in my bedroom was $300, and that's not very expensive for a bedroom chair, but it was $300, and it's a barrel chair. It spins around, and it's covered in a $100 Batman blanket, which is actually a really nice Batman blanket, to be real honest with you. Like typically the Batman blanket, you know, it's just cheap material or whatever. This thing is like goat skin, dude. The bosses went out anything. They buy nice shit at all times. At all times. That's one thing that money does to a little bit, is it increases your type of lifestyle, you know? Increases the quality of your lifestyle, that sort of thing. Money will do that to you. Never forget, when you increase in money, everything about you will also increase. So it's very weird life like that. So let's say you were making $50,000 a year. Well, all your bills and everything you buy and your food and everything is kind of dictated by that $50,000 or that $6,000 a month, right? When you make $100,000, all of those will change. You will all of a sudden be eating different foods, and your socks will be different, and you know, just your general level of quality will increase. People say money ain't everything, and I say, well, when all your bills are paid and you ain't stressed out about no bills, you will say differently. You will say differently, bro. Money is everything. And yeah, it sure is. Well, your lifestyle should change too. It's called evolving. It's called evolving. A lot of people won't say that word. They call it negative stuff. They use negative words to describe growth. And then they pretend that the growth is not good. And I submit to you, the only time growth is not good is when you grow away from your partner. Never forget your partner. Hold on, I gotta turn that to read it. Hold on, I gotta turn that to read it. When you earn a lot, you will say, oh, I will go to the gym. That's exactly right. That's exactly right. The more you earn, the more freedom you have. And it just all washes itself just like that, dude. You know? That's why success is so important. I would venture to say many of us don't even know who we are. We don't know who we are. We've never had the foundation to find out who we are. And that's a hard pill to swallow. That's a really tough one to kind of take in, because we all feel like we're doing good. We're all going to vote for ourselves, you know. At 7-Eleven, I am going to turn in these lottery tickets. I got 3 of them to turn in here. 1, 2, there's a third one here somewhere. Where the fuck is it? Where the fuck? Where is the lottery card? That's one. That's two. Oh, there's all three are together. All three are together. So we're gonna get smokes, and we're going to exchange these lottery cards. And that's it. That's what we're doing this morning. Smokes and lottery cards. And then we'll probably hit Jack in the Box. Jack in the Box. Morning, how are you, boss? Good. We'll probably do Jack in the Box. Maybe they got the specials going on.
Morning, boss. How you doing? Good.
How are you, buddy?
You too, man.
3 of these?
It's closed. No.
Huh?
Machine.
Oh, it's closed?
Yeah.
What
Scan, scratch, no money.
The lottery machine is closed. I never even heard of that before. Maybe every now and then. Okay. So let me do that. Marlboro Special, the Select Light Shorts. 2 packs, please.
How much?
$40. My best win ever.
What number? No scratch, no barbo.
It's all right, dude. I'll do it somewhere else. Everybody has them. It ain't that. No big deal. Everybody has them. Maybe they don't have money. Take care, fella. Have a good one. All right, let's get to it. That's what I'm talking about. No stress, bro. See, I could have been like, are you fucking serious? Break out the money, bro. Fix the lottery machine. I could have gone crazy. Why? Who that girl's cute. Maybe she wants a husband and 5 kids, bro. What you think? You think she wants a husband and 5 kids? I don't know, dude. She walking like she don't want a husband and 5 kids. Why are women so terrified of that? Why are women terrified of that? Like, isn't it like supposed to be the deal? Like, what? What? And a banana. Hello, Tropang. I hope you're doing good. Hello. Get some of your coat for me. You like the lottery? I don't like the lottery, actually, and I don't like gambling. I was just doing it so I could get some views, bro. You'll notice I do shit like that. I'm like, all right. So the first one was waxing for views. You saw that. Now I'm scratching for views. You've seen that too. And how the motherfucker not going to be able to do the lottery cards, bro? Yeah, it's just for something to do on a live stream, bro. I don't really do this stuff in my real life. I don't gamble away my money. It's probably been noted that I do waste money, but I don't gamble it, oddly enough. Me never touch lottery. Don't do it. Just skip it, bro. The thing is that all of a sudden you'll feel like you could win the lottery. So I'll tell you what I did. All right, so the first round I bought 10 of the cards I just had in my hand, and then I bought 10 $2 cards. So I bought 10 $5 cards, and then I bought 10 $2 cards with it. So that was $70 spent. On the second round, I had bought 5 of the $3 cards, and then I bought 10 of these $5 cards, right? So that, again, another 65 invested. So we're at 135. and I have won $70 back against it. So 3 different cards, $135 invested, and the return on that was $70. Well, I'm sorry, it was $76. 76. That's what I got back. 76. So just over 50% came back. So you can pretty much count on a 50% loss doing lottery. And that's probably at like best. I feel like that was probably the best outcome I was ever going to have, was 50%. That's also why I buy in tens, by the way, because each of them have a ratio printed right on the card, tells you what your win potential is. For every 4th card, it says 1 to 4 is your statistic, right? And so that means if you only buy 1 card, you're likely not going to win. But if you buy 4, you win, but you still have severe chances against you. However, 4 puts you into the statistic category. So I buy 10. I always try to supersede that by more than 1. So if it's 1 to 4, that means I need 8 to win twice, right? So I need to try to win twice to win it all. So I'm trying to get enough attempts that I win something, whether that be $5 or whatever. So what do you say? The lottery here is, hang tight, I got a car slowing down in front of me here. All right, the lottery here in the Philippines spread everywhere. They put it in app, so a lot of people install it on their app, their phone. Are you serious, bro? That would create so many gambling problems in the United States if it was, well, there probably is an app here for the lottery. Jesus. Hell no, bro. I'm not doing it. I'm not that serious. I'm not that serious, bro. I'm not. I can't be. The only serious I have left in me is like serious about my wife and serious about my kids. Past that, I'm serious about work, and I'm serious about like my finances and my financial stability, and those kind of adult things that you guys don't really get to see. But to be real honest with you, past that, bro, I ain't trying to spend a bunch of time being serious about a bunch of nonsense, man. I'm just not, dude. I'm tired of that shit, bro. I'm tired of being all serious all the time, bro. Let's be serious. How about seriousness? How about the seriousness? We could be serious. Let's be serious. I fucking hate the idea of it. I just absolutely can't stand the idea of it. It seems too serious to me. It seems too serious to be serious. That's exactly what it kind of boils down to. All right. Those of you that are here, I will tell you the Scott's honest truth. All right. This is the way it went, and this is why I've lost my ability to be a real adult and to be anything remotely considered serious. All right. And so, I spent almost 8 years in the military. And that was a tough one, dude. That was a tough one. Mentally you're quite stressed out, but sometimes it's physical too. Sometimes you get damaged in war. What time already? It's 6:30. And so I came home damaged. All right, not like mentally damaged, although yes, stressed out, but I came home physically damaged. And I came very close, very, very close to losing my life. Very close. Even trying to heal up was a challenge. That took 8 weeks to where I could lift a 10-pound weight. 2 months before I could lift a 10-pound weight, and so to me, things just crashed out. Things just straight up crashed out. and there was no ability to be serious anymore. I just couldn't waste the time being serious. And it really made me look at our time a whole lot differently. Like things can just straight up change tomorrow. That train could crash, that bus could get flipped over and everybody dies. You know, some fucking maniac could come in with a gat blowing everybody away. You know, it's just things can change, you know. So the time I spend with people, especially with people, I give them what I can, you know, my all. That's kind of what turned me into a little bit of a generous person and that sort of thing. Uh, it's such a weird thing that I went through. Um, you don't ever really recover from things like that. You know, it's always like looming in the back of your mind and shit. And one of my friends said, "You scared to go back out?" And I said, "Yeah, dude, I'm scared to go back out." That's exactly right. You know, I'm a step too slow. I'm a step too slow. I'm not as fast as I used to be or something. Whatever it is, bro, whatever it is, I know it. And I'm not going to go push it. You know, that's not my thing. So I came home and that's when I lost my like ability to be serious and shit. Everything just became child's play, to be real honest with you. It's all just child's play leading up to a few things that may matter. Which, by the way, we can't see my apartment from here, but we kind of can. We kind of can. It's behind that big tree right there. Mine's behind that big tree right there. And I don't think Jack in the Box is fucking open. None of their things are on. None of their lights are on. They're not fucking open. Aren't they 24 hours, bro? The only time those lights are not on is when they ain't fucking open. That super sucks. So, ability to be serious, gone. Y'all be serious, bro. I'm skipping it. Oh, we had the wrong angle here.
How can I help you?
Hi, good morning. Do you guys still have the 2 for $5 croissants?
Yes, we do.
Could I do that with no egg, please? No egg.
So you're going with no egg? What else, sir?
That'll do it.
All right, go ahead and pull up, please. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. And be nice to people too. Be fucking nice to people as much as you can be. Some people make you be mean to them, but be nice to them on the front end, bro. Always do that. What's that say, B? Hello, Izat. Nice to see you, Izat. Hope you're doing good. Hope you're doing good, sir. What are you up to, man? Hey, good morning. How are you? Oh, I'm great, thank you.
Be right out, sir.
Yes, ma'am. Yeah, we're just doing Jack in the Box. Nothing special. Fast food. Sausage and cheese croissant. I don't like the way they do their eggs here, bro. They like over fry them and fucking, I don't like overdone eggs, bro. Overdone eggs is like eating rubber flavored like whatever else you have with it. It's kind of bad. I can't stand that shit. But I can cook the shit out of some eggs. I just can't cook rice, bro. I can't cook rice at all. I tried so hard to. I finally stopped. I must have went through, I don't know, 5 pounds of rice one day trying to like make good rice. And you know, I could just go out and buy like a rice maker. Like it tells you to put this in there, come back in 20 minutes, you'll have perfect rice, right? I had a girl that did that shit. I had a girlfriend that did that. She had herself a rice maker, and it was the most irritating ass thing I could ever come up with in the middle of trying to cook stuff. It's irritating. Thank you so
Thank
much.
you.
Take care. Have a good day. Yeah, the most irritating ass little thing. All them crock pot things and stuff, dude, they all irritate the shit out of me. Like, here's the thing. You gotta go back and check them, dude. You don't ever know if it's working or not, bro. Like, wait 30 minutes, find out you didn't turn it on. It's not just the machine that fucks up, it's the human too. B, on your laptop there, you could pull this up. Uncle Roger Fried Rice. And this is this Chinese dude that makes fun of everybody's rice. All right, he makes fun of it, and he is fucking hilarious. He is absolutely hilarious. You will laugh so hard with this dude trying to cook rice, bro. And he is excellent at it, right? So he's like renowned top perfect Chinese rice man, dude, right? But he goes around talking shit to really like popular chefs. Like, he doesn't like David Ramsey, all right? He doesn't like David Ramsey, right? So he's always talking shit. And that dude, he got a fried rice video. So the dude like fucking like was talking mad shit about his fried rice. And he does it to everybody. He's like, Fuyo, what you doing to the rice? Don't wash the rice. He's always talking shit. It's hilarious. You got to go check that out. You'll enjoy that. You'll enjoy that. They make fried rice, though. You know, they're putting in the egg and the little vegetables and stuff. And all that. All that. It's hilarious. It's absolutely hilarious. Absolutely hilarious. Hang tight.